In the Quran, it actually says that Jesus did die.
Where? Says it?
Where?
Where? This is in your translation. This will be interesting. This will be very interesting. That Isa Asalam and the Mahdi are two separate individuals.
No, I don't believe that.
Because you're making the claim that crucifixion means to die because of crucifixion. And that's not the same.
We find that Jesus was 1,000,000% was on the cross.
How do you find it?
Because we find it in other scriptures.
Which scripture?
Bible.
Where does it say?
Oh my God.
Bible goes on as well.
1 second.
SubhanAllah.
So who says in the Bible that Jesus was crucified?
No. Yeah, they say
Who
that.
says in the Bible? Who says it?
I don't know who says it.
You're saying that the Bible is something that we can use as authority. What's the Injeel? Tell me what the Injeel is.
Injeel is the Bible.
Well, it's not the Bible. You're using it as an evidence against me in our discussion. You don't even know what it is.
Rafa, it basically means raised, but it also has the word Ruhu in it. It also implies Ruhu, that's the spirit. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
It's not.
No. Well, at the end of that is the ayn. Ruh is a different word.
When we want to try and understand each other. Okay, I don't regard the Ahmadi position to be correct, the Qadiani position to be correct, okay? Because I don't believe in the Prophet after the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him. And we believe that Jesus was taken up alive and will return. That same individual will return.
Yeah.
When he returns, the Mahdi will already be present, leading the Salah.
So there were two different people, basically.
The Mahdi and Isa are separate.
Two people. The Mahdi and the Prophet is different people.
They're different people, yes. And I don't like this phrase, promised Messiah. I don't like this phrase because it's an Ahmadi phrase. We don't use the word promised Messiah. We say Isa alayhi salam, either Isa son of Mary or the Messiah. There's no promised Messiah because Isa alayhi salam is already the one that's going to return. So there's no doubt about us for this. Yeah. So we believe when Isa alayhi salam returns, he will return in Damascus on the east side of the minaret. His hands will be on two angels. He will be recognized. It will be Fajr time, the Mahdi, and this is all like Mahdi.
Can I stop there?
Let me just give you the narrative to understand.
Okay, I stop there just for one question.
Okay.
If Jesus, when he was risen, which country was he risen in?
What is the relevance of this?
So that means if he was risen in Jerusalem, or if you say Palestine, right? Because we find that Jesus, when he was born in the land of Palestine or Israel, right? So if he was risen up in that land, that means he must come back in the same land.
According to evidence.
According to you, he was risen up in Jerusalem or in Palestine or in Israel. But when he comes down, he will come in a different land, and this will be east of Damascus. Is it in Syria or east of Damascus?
Okay. Evidence for me. I want you to give me kind of verse, hadith, where the land you're taken up in is the land you're returned to.
It isn't. That's what I'm saying.
So you're making an assumption that the land you're taken up in and the land you return to are still the same.
Okay, so if it's not, then what's going to happen then?
So, do you understand the first point?
But then it does not make sense anymore. Okay, go with it.
Do you understand the point I'm making? You said it, because you've raised this thing as an issue. You said, you're saying to me that he was taken up in one place and he's going to come down in another place. Yeah? You're saying this is and you're saying to me this is a problem.
I mean, it's not a problem. It can be a problem. It cannot be a problem. But at the same time,
so then why raise it?
Because if you're saying that a man has been risen from one land, and then when he comes back, he's going to be risen to a different land.
What's the problem with that?
Now the problem with that is...
So there is a problem. Yeah.
The problem with that is, right? Where does it say that? That's another question. Where would it say that? Where does it say that he's risen up in Jerusalem or Palestine?
First of all, you need to clarify why it's a problem.
This is the problem. The problem is, where does it say it?
No, you said the problem was...
Okay, so we're trying to have a systematic discussion to understand each other's positions, isn't it? So you made the claim that believing that Jesus goes up in one land and comes down in another land is a problem.
Yeah. Okay, I can forget it.
So you can retract that?
Okay, let's forget it.
Okay, so that's not a problem.
Okay,
so why do I say he comes down on the minaret east of Damascus? Because the Prophet described in the hadith. So the Prophet peace be upon him described in the hadith, and I can accept the hadith. If it's authentic, then I've got no issue with it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes.
Okay. So now we know what do we know? That Isa Asalam and the Mahdi are two separate individuals.
No, I don't believe that.
I know you don't believe that. But I'm talking about from my paradigm.
Okay.
Because why we have this hadith when Isa Asalam returns, the Mahdi will be reading the Fajr Salah, and when Isa comes, he will be asked to leave, but he says, no, I've come as a follower of the Muhammad, yeah? And the Mahdi will carry on leading the Salah. Do you understand? Because Isa comes with a specific purpose, which is important in our discussion, but Isa comes with a specific purpose. So that's our paradigm. So what's your paradigm, and what is it that you want me to believe or accept?
So, also, if I was to ask you, in the text of where on the Holy Quran where it says we have taken Jesus, we have raised it. It does not say that we raised him up alive.
It does.
So that's another question.
It does. So what? So what is it? So pull out the verse 4157
Chapter 3.
No,
it's chapter 4.
157
157. Or 157. Okay, and they're saying we did kill the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, the messenger of Allah, whereas they slew him not, nor crucified him. But he was made to appear to them like one crucified. And those who differ therein are certainly in a state of
Which
doubt.
translation are you reading?
I'm reading from the Ahmadiyya translation.
Yeah, that's a problem.
No, this is the point.
No, I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because the word made to appear, find it in the Arabic link.
It doesn't exist in the Arabic.
Just find it in the Arabic. Just tell me where it says which word is made to appear.
Shubhiha.
What does that mean?
He was made to appear.
That's the Ahmadi translation, no?
Yes.
Of the Arabic, yeah? Yeah. And do the Arabs translate it that way?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Just to do.
No,
It's okay. It's okay. Let me
Imran
get to
will
the
inform
verse. Okay, so he appeared so.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but he said it was made to appear.
Yeah.
So
that's fine. No problem.
Where
No
is
issue.
but
Shubhiha, he was made to appear like one crucified.
but the translation
It says we killed Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, the Messenger of Allah. They did not kill him, nor did they crucify him. It appeared so unto them,
Yeah.
and those who disagree about him are in from the past.
that doesn't say it was made to appear. So it says it appeared to.
No.
So what that mean? The difference, the big difference.
So there's okay, that's fine. So we won't quibble over that word, okay? So if that verse is saying that he was not crucified, he was not killed.
Yeah.
So the two things are definitely for sure. What are those two things?
One thing is that he was not crucified, so he did not die on the cross. The other thing is that he was saved, so he came up across a ladder.
There are two things there, and you've not mentioned both of them. What's the first thing?
That's the first question.
What are the two
The
things?
two things that definitely didn't happen.
That did not, I'm telling you.
What's
They
the
did not
first
die on the cross. That's one thing.
No.
Okay, you talking about this?
So there's two things then. Death,
Yeah, which is not.
but did not kill him.
Yes, which I said he's not died.
So he
Yeah.
didn't die,
Okay, yeah.
and then he wasn't crucified.
Crucified. That's what I said.
What's
Yes.
being crucified?
Crucified means dying on the cross.
Well, where does the term? So can you be crucified and not die?
No.
Yes.
If you're crucified, oh wait. Did you say if you're on the cross
Can you be crucified and not die?
and not die? I don't know. From what I know, if you're on the cross and you die on the cross, you're crucified.
If you're on the cross and you don't die, are you crucified?
No.
So what happened to that person?
So you're saved. You came off the cross.
You're talking about afterwards. And the person's put on the cross,
Yeah.
but they didn't die.
Yes.
How would you describe that? And you have to use the word related to the
Yeah,
crucifixion.
and he's not crucified.
He wasn't crucified.
Yeah, he was not
So
crucified.
someone who's put on the cross,
Yeah.
kept on the cross,
Yes.
doesn't die,
Doesn't die.
and taken down,
Yes.
he's not crucified.
He's not crucified. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a wrong verse.
Why?
So your claim here is that what you're making additional
But the
claim.
Quran is saying it.
No. Quran is not saying crucifixion means to die on the cross.
Yeah, we don't believe it, that.
No. You're not hearing the words I'm saying. The Quran is not, hear the words. You're not understanding that even the argument. So it already says he didn't die. So death is on one side. He didn't die.
Yeah, he don't die.
Okay, so now we don't need to talk about death anymore.
He was not crucified.
No. Because the death
He didn't die. He didn't die. Period.
It says he didn't die. They did not kill him. So death is on the one side. Now you can't mention death anymore. The second thing, nor did they crucify him. So talk about crucifixion without referring to the first thing. Because otherwise, do you understand? Because the verse is very clear. He wasn't killed. Death is now over here. It's dealt with. Anything to do with death is on one side.
Nor did
Nor
they
did they crucify.
Yeah, you believe that.
Now deal with the crucifixion without referring to death.
Oh, what I've told you is, Jesus, when he was at the cross, he was not crucified. It says this in the Quran, right? But he was made to pay. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we say the same thing. But the question is, where does it say that Jesus was risen up alive? That's my question.
I understand. So the first point here is that even this verse you're taking incorrectly.
No, but my question to you is,
I'm coming
where
to
does
that.
it say
Slow
that
down,
he
we
was
have to
risen
have a
up alive?
conversation.
No, listen to my question.
I'm sorry.
Where does it
in the next
say-
verse it says,
Okay, explain, show me.
you have to deal with this first because you're misunderstanding this basic concept. Because you're making the claim that crucifixion means to die because of crucifixion. And that's not the same. To die because of crucifixion is not the meaning of crucifixion. Crucifixion means to be crucified, means to be put up on the cross. Whether you die or not is an additional thing to that. So many people have been crucified in the
You could
past.
say that, I mean, you could say that, yeah, of course, you could
Yeah,
say
because
that.
why am I saying that?
But according to this verse,
No.
according to
I'm
this
saying it
verse,
because of this verse.
no, but according to this verse, it said he was not crucified.
Yes.
So, according to this verse, that means that
He was on the cross.
No. It means that he did not die on
No,
the
no,
cross.
because the bit about death is before that.
There will be
It says,
different
no,
translations.
read the word. It says, they did not kill him. So death is here.
We find that Jesus was 1,000,000% was on the cross.
How do you find it?
Because we find it in other scriptures.
Which scripture?
Bible?
Where does it say?
Oh my God.
The Bible was on as well.
1 second.
SubhanAllah.
So who says in the Bible that Jesus was crucified?
No. Yeah, they say
Who
that.
says in the Bible? Who says it?
I don't know who says it, but we find according to the Bible that Jesus was on the
Who in the
cross.
Bible says he was crucified?
According to the Holy Quran, we also find that Jesus was on the cross.
No, we don't.
According to his words.
No, it's not there.
That is there. That is what.
So
it
first of all,
means.
the Bible, there are 4 Gospels, okay? There are 4 Gospels. 2 other people who wrote the Gospels are not from the disciples. And the Bible itself says that all of the disciples, when Jesus was arrested, they forsook him and they fled.
So do you believe that Bible?
Hear me out. So according to the Bible narrative, none of the disciples were eyewitnesses to the crucifixion. None of them. Okay, first thing. So 1 second. So that means that you referring to them is not an evidence. First of all, the Bible isn't evidence for us anyway, as Muslims it's not. Second thing is referring to them is a weak evidence because none of these are eyewitnesses.
Okay.
Now come back to the Quran. The Quran says you did not kill him, so death is done with. He wasn't killed, and it is noted they crucified him. So now crucifixion is talking about the process of being placed on the cross.
Okay, so what we're doing is repeating ourselves again,
Yeah,
okay?
because I want you to understand this.
Let's
The next
let me
verse.
tell you what the stance on this is, and then we wait for the next verse, okay?
Okay.
Our stance on this is that when Isa ibn Maryam, he was put on the cross. This verse also proves it. Another thing is
Did they
that
still not prove it?
another thing, no, according to us, okay?
According to your translation, maybe.
So another thing is that Jesus was put on the cross, but he did not die on the cross. He was not crucified. So what that means is,
Crucifixion he's putting on the cross.
so what that means is Jesus was put on the cross, but he did not die on the cross. Okay. Another thing is we find the Bible also says that Jesus was put on the
And
cross.
I've explained to you why the Bible is not.
Okay, no, according to us, okay. According to us, also Bible, there are some verses in there which is truthful. Why? Because it was once a book from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So the book itself was once a truthful book.
No.
Okay.
No,
That's
no,
another
no,
thing.
1 second.
No, the next question.
1 second. You're
No,
making.
no, according to us, I understand. You know, I understand
I
your
need to.
teachings.
No, 1 second.
I understand the teaching.
Hold on.
Let's move to the next topic.
Before you
Because
move
I'm trying
on,
to clarify what
I
you
understand,
believe.
but there's a problem with what you believe. So we have to
Okay,
talk
we're gonna say the same thing again and
We're not
again.
gonna say the same
We are.
thing.
You're gonna
No.
say your belief is not gonna make sense to me.
No. 1 second.
Your belief is not gonna make sense.
Calm
to me.
down.
It's not
Have a
gonna make sense to you.
conversation. Either we can have a conversation or we can't. So a conversation means we have to interact with each other. We don't agree with each other. We're not going to
Yeah,
agree.
that's it.
But we can talk about our disagreement.
Which
We can talk about either we can. Can we talk about our disagreement or not?
we can, but the only
Okay,
thing is,
so
you
let's-
can accept mine. I'm not gonna accept yours.
You don't have to accept.
because your one doesn't.
What we're doing is we're establishing the veracity of the
According to the
position.
Quran, your one does not make
We're
sense to me.
Establishing. So you're making these sly comments, brother, and
No,
they're not
no, I'm just
necessary.
telling you from
The
the
Quran
Quran.
says he wasn't killed, and it says he wasn't put on the cross. He wasn't crucified, and it says we raised him to ourselves. We raised him to ourselves. Next verse. Problem is you're appealing to. You're saying that the Bible is something that we can use as authority. What's the Injeel? Tell me what the Injeel is.
Indeed, is the Bible.
Well, it's not the Bible.
What is it?
What is it? I'm asking you the question and you're asking it back to me, brother.
Because you're saying it's your evidence.
What is the Injeel?
Indeed is the Bible. In the Torah.
Torah and the Injeel are 2 separate things. What is the Injeel?
The Injeel is the Bible.
It's not the Bible. No, it's not. What's the Injeel, brother?
Okay, well, you tell me what Injeel is.
Oh, you're using it as an evidence against me in our discussion. You don't even know what it is.
I told you, scriptures is the Bible.
You're saying that the Bible is the same thing that was given to Jesus. Is that what you're saying?
The Bible is the book that was given to Jesus. It has teaching. If you look at the Quran, it says that we have given the Bible to.
What is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John?
It says in the Bible. Look, you're talking about the topics, okay, which I am might not have the knowledge about, but I'm talking about other topics which you're diverting from.
No.
My topic is regarding what happened to Jesus on the cross.
Yes.
Now I am saying you are claiming that Jesus did not die but he went up alive.
Yeah.
Now my simple question to you is, where is it that it says in the Holy Quran that Jesus was risen up to the heavens alive?
Okay. So that's
my question.
Okay. Let me come to your question. And so the first problem here, there's a problem in your narrative. Is you're referring to texts, you're talking to the Bible and you're saying this is the book given to Jesus. None of the Gospels are claimed to be written by Jesus. None of them. None of the Gospel writers claim that the book, the Injeel, is something that was given to Jesus. There is no Gospel according to Jesus. So first thing to understand, because you're building your argument on these false facts.
Okay, that's fair.
The first thing to understand is the Bible is not the Injeel. They're not the same
What
thing.
is Injeel?
And the Injeel is the revelation given to Jesus, peace be upon him. None of the Bible is the revelation given to Jesus, peace be upon him.
Okay, that's your understanding.
It's even Christian understanding.
Okay, that's fair.
Even Christians themselves, the biblical scholars,
Okay.
agree with this position,
Okay.
which is that the original words of Jesus, or the revelation given by God, we don't actually know exactly what those words were. In fact, many words were embellished. People changed them over time.
Okay.
So you're appealing to an evidence to support your doctrine in Ahmadiyya, okay,
Well.
which the Christian scholars themselves agree cannot be trustable.
Okay, it's a lie. Let's say what's a lie. First of all, we see in the Holy Quran there are some similarity with the Holy Quran and the Bible. So, if there are similarities between them, then what you claim right now is false.
No, it's
All
false.
lies.
And that's not follow.
Not at all.
That's
false.
not true.
It doesn't follow.
That's
It's not logical.
That's flawed logic.
What you have no claim.
That's flawed logic.
Okay, what you're saying
is
doesn't
a lie.
No,
That's flawed logic.
Because, as I said,
I'll tell you what your logic is flawed.
No, it's not.
I'll explain to you why it's
find some
flawed.
verses in the Holy Quran
I'll explain to why it's flawed.
So it's not.
You can have a comic book.
Whatever you say is a
You
lie.
can have a comic. You can have a comic book. You can have a comic book.
Not her.
Oh, yeah, hold on a second. You can have a comic book that has some words that were taken from Einstein's theory of relativity. Right? The rest of it is false. It's a comic. Now, using your logic. Hold on a second.
There's some
Hold on a
verses
second.
in the Bible.
Are you not listening to me? So using your logic, that comic book, because it has some similarity with what Einstein said, therefore it becomes a book of science.
Injeel is good, but
The Injeel is not the
So that's flawed logic.
okay.
So the problem now.
My question to you now is, when I first asked you, show me a proof where in the Holy Quran it says that Jesus did not die but he risen up and died.
So the next verse
Yeah.
the next verse, read it.
I was paired to them like one crucified us, and those who differ therein are certainly in a state of doubt about it. They have no defined knowledge thereof, but only for like conjecture, and they did not convert this conjecture into a certainty.
What?
Are you reading before you mean?
You just read the end of 157.
Wait, which part are you going to read?
The next verse, 158.
On the contrary, Allah exalted him to himself, and Allah is mighty wise.
So what's the word exalted?
He exalted as a taker.
What's the word exalted?
Yeah, taker.
What's the word exalted?
Taker.
Exalted does not mean
Taken, risen.
took him.
Yes, risen, yes.
What's the Arabic word?
Okay, but Rafa.
Yeah. So he
Okay.
took him.
So
So let's understand.
where does it say life?
So let's understand
Yeah,
it.
let me see life.
They did not kill him,
Yeah.
so he wasn't killed.
Okay.
They did not crucify him.
Yeah.
They didn't put him on the cross.
Okay.
Rather, everyone who talks about this is talking conjecture.
Yes.
Allah took him up.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but where does it say took him
The
up?
verse before it says it took him. He wasn't
That's the
dying.
Where
implication.
does it say alive?
That's the implication.
This is the problem you're having.
No, this is a problem.
The verse it's in the
It's from
Quran.
your habit.
It's,
does it
it's
say
implied. It's implied.
Yeah.
It is.
It's implied by you.
No,
It's not implied by
It's implied by the Look, let me ask you a
It's not
question.
implied by the
If I were to say to you, a gangsters came and they attacked. What's your name?
Muhammad.
Muhammad. They attacked Muhammad, but they didn't kill him, and they didn't beat him up. But I rescued him. Now you can say, but how do you know he was alive? Because the implication of me rescuing you means that you were alive.
The verses are
It's implied.
Verses are consequent.
It's implied.
Okay.
But what you're saying is no, he was dead and then he was taken up. The onus now is upon you
To establish
death,
Yes.
not upon us that he was alive.
Okay.
Because the text is implied that he was alive.
No, it doesn't.
Absolutely, 100%.
The word Rafa, if you look at the Arabic word Rafa basically means raised, but it also has the word Ruhu in it. It also implies Ruhu, as in the spirit. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not
It's not.
No. Rafa'a. At the end of that is bil ayn. Ruf is a different word.
No, Rafa.
Rafa'a.
Yeah, not for if you look at the Arabic itself, if you ask Arab people, they will tell you it also implies as in the Ruhu.
Who Arabic people tell you that? No, just someone. If Arabic people tell you that, it's not for Arabic people. It's the context of Quran.
Even the context is telling you.
Just a minute. One second. It has to do with the context of Quran. So Arabs may tell you something, the meaning of a language in a secular context. In a secular context.
But what is being risen? What is risen?
Him has been risen.
You know, like in Salah, it's something on Yadain.
This is why you're wrong.
Yad.
Even he said is taken as in Ruhu. He said that.
He never said that.
He never said that.
Yes, he did.
When did he say that?
Just
you
now.
Your face, you're laughing. You know he didn't say that.
Okay, but listen to this. In terms of consistency,
No, you're lying, bro. Please.
Okay, in terms of consistency.
No, you're making up a claim.
You know, in
that your
Salah-
claim is going against the Quran.
Right, but you know in Salah,
Oh, what's it? You're going against the Quran.
no, we're trying to establish a
I-
consistency
establish
in Arabic language.
You have to allow others to speak as well.
Right, which is what I'm trying to say. In terms of being consistent with the Arabic language, you know the
We
principle
find
called
that
Rafa'ul Yadayn.
that has the word as in the Ru.
One second, brother.
So this is the proof is in the Ru that one happened.
So you can't make things up that everyone around you telling you that your things you are saying. So I'm an Arab speaker, brother speaks Arabic, brother speaks Arabic.
He's
They're
not
telling, doesn't have to be Arabic.
We understand the grammar.
He's telling you. So
Showing you the grammar.
Imam Bukhari was not Arab.
yes.
You do understand Arabic, but you understand
Bukhari
and the
was not
same
Arab.
words, no one
Right, the question. The Muslim was Arab, and the Islamic scholarship of the world was risen high by non-Arabs.
Very far. There's a word there, no.
No,
Nobody not exactly. It means that
They said the same thing.
yeah.
different
It's
words.
Ruh is different. Okay, let me explain to you.
There's two different words.
I'll give you the commentary.
He's teaching the Arabs now language.
You know in Arabic, when you're trying to raise the volume of something, what they said, you're trying to raise the volume.
Well,
Or if you're doing the
I
principle
will give you the
of on Yadayn. Yad is hand, one hand. Yadayn is two hands, two palms. Raf on Yadayn is the same word. I'm just trying to say to you, consistently, this word exists in many places in the religious ibadah using the same meaning. Raf al Yadayn, you can find it.
Yeah.
Even you go to secular Arab and they ask you, raise the volume. So you say, Irfa al Sawt. Irfa al raise it.
Understand,
But
brother?
ruhu, I mean, it's strange. This is some next level.
If you have to do things where you're going against the obvious, that is a problem because we can't have a sincere discussion.
Mistranslating a
Well,
word.
and to be honest with you, I wouldn't partake in a discussion that is not sincere.
Oh, you show me where does it say that he was up alive?
He wasn't killed, so he didn't die. Yeah, was not crucified, wasn't put on the cross. I'll be raising up to ourselves. Finish.
Still doesn't say he was up alive.
It's implied.
So that's what I'm saying.
But if you're saying that
It's only said pride.
but if you're saying
Still
that
not saying
if you're saying that he was dead, now that you're making a claim, then the onus is upon you
So tell us how he died.
to give us evidence of how he died.
That's how he died.
What's the evidence?
we find hadiths.
Which hadith?
To say what?
Umar al-Khuz. Umar. No. Umar al-Khuz.
Find it.
Can I first explain the word Rafa?
You're misquoting.
Can I the raise? No, but can I first explain it?
The thing is,
No, can I first explain it? Can I first explain that?
if you explain it, you have to give us a dictionary. Because what you're doing is you're saying they had the word ruh in it, and brothers sitting next to you saying, of course not. I don't understand what this has got to do with establishing another prophet after Muhammad.
No, we can we can speak about that as well. But first, I was asking you regarding the death of the Jesus was risen up alive.
So what the Quran says
But you haven't showed many proofs. You just showed me a verse and you said it's implied. It's just implied.
he didn't. He was not killed. He wasn't killed.
What's the consensus on the scholars?
My friend, I am not going to listen to something that's implied.
Right.
I want something that the Quran says.
Show me any of the Sahaba who
Tell me where it says that he was died.
dead, and the Prophet said he was dead.
And in the Quran, it actually says that Jesus did die.
Where?
Says it.
Where?
Where?
This is your
This will be
translation.
interesting. This will be very interesting.
I'll give you that verse now.
Please do.
Yeah. Yes, Jesus.
No, he's saying Isa alayhi salam. You're saying in the Quran it says that he died.
Yes.
The messengers.
The previous prophets have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Arabic translation.
But they have their own translation, you see? Ahmadiyya.
Chapter 3, verse 55, according to Sunnis. Ahmadiyya 56, because Sunnis do not count Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim as first verse. إِذْ قَالَ اللَّهُ يَا إِيسَى إِنِّي مُتَوَفِّيكَ وَرَفِّعُكَ إِلَيَّ وَمُطَهِّرُكَ مِنَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَجَاعِلُ الَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوا. So it says, when Allah said, Bismillah ar-Rahman in the name of Allah, the Justification, Westport. When Allah said, O Jesus, I will cause thee to die and not to death, and will exhort thee to myself.
Where's the word natural death? Where is the word natural death in there?
Mutafiqa.
Mutawaffiq does not mean natural death.
It does not. It does. Of course it does. Does mutafiqa mean death? Yes or no?
No, natural. You said natural death.
Okay, but yeah, it can mean natural death, it can mean death, but does it mean death?
No, we said natural death.
I'm opening the what's called the
Additionally.
That's the answer.
Yeah, not the Henry. Commentary.
Not the weak means tafsir.
Where?
Yeah, I've seen them.
There are three meanings for the words.
What was the feet mean?
Well, it's Adam.
There are three meanings.
Yeah, because I read that tafsir and
Three meanings. Three meanings.
Sleep. What is sleep? Okay, what is sleep?
No, one is the three meanings.
One is
three meanings, brother.
One is
Let
sleep.
him make his point. Let him make his point.
Okay, one is sleep. What's the other
One is sleep, and the one is dead.
What's the third meaning?
I don't know.
So one can be. So it's all referring to being raised, yeah? Because it says he was. Prophet Isa alayhi salam was taken up. Alayhi salam, and there's three ways that this word would pick up and mean. Can refer to death. Can refer to be raised up in your sleep, because when you're sleeping, your soul leaves your body. Yeah, and this can also be a similar type of word to use that. And the third, the sleep is a brotherhood. Yeah? And the third meaning is to take up in completion. Something is completely taken up. Understand? So these are the three meanings. Now let's go back to let's go back to the verse 157, 158. Next verse, please, 159. Read that.
But the tafsir doesn't say whether that verse includes two.
Can we stay this with the feet?
157 first, because it got the crucible.
What?
157, 158. Well, now with the next verse after that. So 157 says he was not killed and he was not crucified. 158 says he was raised up to him.
Which does also
It says to him, raised up to him. Now the next verse, what does the next verse say?
one verse which I given you, one which you given me, was talking about him being raised. Nowhere in that word does it say raised alive. Can we stay in the same word?
We're on the verse.
Can we stay in the verse and say I give you the commentary of what we read? Okay?
I want to go
And
to
the word Rafa.
one second. Go to the next verse. After that, you'll understand.
No, but let's stay in the same
Before
verse.
we go to Ahmadi commentary, let's go to the next verse after this. 159. Read it.
Let's stay in this.
Why are you avoiding this verse?
It's not the
159.
next verse.
It's important.
It is if it clarifies the point.
It clarifies the point here. Read the next verse, brother.
Okay, that's the next verse.
159.
And there is none among the people of the book but will believe in it before his death, and on the day of resurrection, he Jesus shall be a witness against them.
In it.
And they will. What's the point?
In it.
What's the point?
It doesn't say it.
And there is none among the people of the book but will believe in it before his death.
It's before his death.
Yes.
What's it?
I don't know. You told me.
Do its die?
Does it die?
Do its die?
Yeah. That person get that.
So it's a person.
Yeah.
So why is it translating a person as it? Do you talk to
I don't
someone and
understand what's
say,
the point.
are you it? Or are you her? Or are you him? You don't say, are you it? Why is it saying it in your translation?
And there is none among the people of the book that will believe in it. People of the book or will believe in it. So it's talking about the
In
book.
it?
Yeah, the book. So you say the people of the book will believe in it.
They're already
before his
people.
death.
They're already people of the book.
And what's your point? I don't understand.
It's why is the word it there?
It is talking about the Bible.
It's not-
They're talking about the scriptures. People in the
This whole passage is about Jesus, peace upon it.
It's talking about the people of the book.
Every one of the people of the book will definitely believe in him before his death. Believe in him before his death. And then it continues, and on the day of judgment, Jesus will be a witness against them. Continue talking about Jesus. Starts off talking about Jesus, continues talking about Jesus, ends talking about.
Yeah,
so this translation of it
Exactly.
is incorrect.
So basically what it's saying, the people of the book, right, will believe in him,
Yes,
right, before
him.
his death.
Who's
Right?
who's death?
Before his death.
Who's death?
Jesus' death.
Okay, who are the people of the book?
The people of the book is you can either say the people with Gentiles.
What?
Christians.
Who are the people of the book?
The Christian will say is them.
Who are the people of the book?
The Christians.
Who does the Quran say the people of the book are?
Jewish.
Jews. So tell me, do the Jews believe in Jesus?
The Jews. They don't.
So how does this verse? Tell me.
But then I said the people of the book also can refer to the Christians.
Not also can, it includes them.
It includes them, yeah. Well,
So Jews,
so what's the point? So that's the point.
It says that they will
So it
believe in
says
him.
all of the Jews and the Christians will believe in him before his death.
They will believe in Jesus before his death.
Before his death.
Okay.
So you believe Jesus died?
Yes.
Okay. Do the Jews believe in Jesus, peace be upon him?
Right? They don't recognize him as a prophet.
No, they don't.
But Christians do.
You're missing the point.
The
The verse.
No, he knows the
Allah
point.
is speaking.
I don't understand.
He knows the, you do.
You're probably trying to say.
Oh, you do understand very well.
Okay, what he's arguing
You
for-
understand very well, very well. Very, very
The
well.
verse is very simple. So I'll go from the beginning to clarify. You certainly did not kill him, nor did you crucify him. For a certainty you did not kill him, we raised him up. And the people of the book, Jews and Christians, will believe in him.
Okay, let me ask you.
Let him finish. Before his death. Let him finish. Now the question then comes, do the Jews believe in Jesus because you believe he's already died?
As I said to you, the people of the book could be the Jewish, also could be
They are Christians.
and the other Christians.
They are.
Exactly.
Jews and Christians.
And Christians.
Yes. Do the Jews believe that Jesus is...
But do Christians?
Do the Jews?
Okay, no, but do Christians?
Okay, so has the verse been fulfilled?
According to the, of course, because the
No.
Jews,
No. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
the Christians.
What are you talking about?
They're
Whenever
talking
the
about
Quran refers,
Christians.
whenever the Quran refers to the people of the book, whenever the Quran refers to the people of the book, whenever the Quran refers to the people of the book, it's the Jews and the Christians. You can't just say it's talking about the Christians.
Christians
and the Jews, right? So, according to this text, the people that we know that's taken him, we have believed in him, are the Christians.
It doesn't say this.
It doesn't say that.
Because
Christians came before.
after. No, because it's people of the book. The
Yeah, people of the book are the Jews and the Christians.
Okay, but
it's not Jews or
okay,
the
but what is your
Christians.
point? I don't
The
understand.
point is this. This verse says that before Jesus will die, peace be upon him, that the people of the book will believe in him. Before he dies, they will believe in him.
Okay, so
We know now
Yeah,
that the Jews don't believe in Jesus, peace be upon him. They don't believe in him.
So what's the
So
point?
that means
Yeah.
he is not dead yet because it hasn't been fulfilled.
The prophecy would fail.
Why has it not been fulfilled?
Because the Jews don't believe in Jesus.
No, he knows. He's just playing dumb now. He knows where he's going, but now he's becoming confused.
You're basically saying the people of the books.
No, I'm not saying that. The Quran is saying that.
You're trying to say the people of the books. Okay, in this context, is basically saying the Jews as well.
I'm saying that the people of the book is the Jews and the
Is the
Christians.
Jews as well?
Yes.
But according to
Because
this texture,
in the Quran,
let me
there is
get
a
the
verse.
commentary.
There is a word for the Christians, which is Nasara,
Exactly.
and there is a word for the
Yahud.
Jews, which is Yahud.
Right.
What's used here is a term which collectively applies to both of them.
Exactly.
No, there is a.
Exactly.
What you
I think you need to leave it there, because if you don't agree with that, then it's a waste of time.
Is your concept of
No,
it.
I'm talking about the words in the Quran.
No.
Because your concept of it is you're saying
Who are the people of the book?
you're not saying
Who are the people of the book?
you're not claiming that the Quran is wrong.
No.
I'm saying you're wrong.
Because
And the Quran is right.
Because we find according to that passage also that Jesus did die.
No, it's the opposite.
Because it's saying Jesus has died.
I'll start from the beginning again.
Now I'll give you the context.
No, don't give me your commentary from Ahmadi. I want you to understand the verses. You did not kill him. You did not crucify him. For a surety you killed him not. Next verse. He raised him up to himself. Then next verse. The people of the book will believe in him before his death. We know the Jews don't believe in Jesus, peace be upon him. They reject him. So Jesus has not yet died because this prophecy has not been fulfilled.
Alhamdulillah. Beautiful. Alhamdulillah.
But they have the people of
You know what has happened? You know why you're smiling?
in this context,
You know why you're smiling?
in the
That's what
context
you call checkmate.
Are you saying
Checkmate. That's why you're smiling.
You can answer. You keep claiming for
Are you saying that
keep trying.
According to this concept,
Let me
the
ask you.
people of the books are the Christians.
Can I ask you a question about this? That's a good point.
Okay?
Can I ask you a
Because
question
the
about
people
this?
of the books are
Can I ask
Christians.
you a question about
No,
this?
he's finished.
No, people of the books
Can I
are
ask you
the
a question
Christians,
about
and the
this?
Christians did believe in
Can I ask you a
But your interpretation
Can I ask you
is
a
that
question
it's for
about
the
this?
Jews,
Can I ask you a question about
which
this?
is false,
Can I
which I do not agree
Can I
with.
ask you a question about this?
So my understanding is
Can I
different.
ask you a question about this? Can I ask you a question about this?
But we're going to ask. What you ask?
Are the Jews the people of the book?
Let me double check. In this concept, as I told
Are the
you,
Jews the people of the book?
just answer that. I've told you, in this concept,
Are the Jews the people?
no.
Okay, finish.
Khalas, job done. Job done. Khalas. Subhanallah.
Yeah, so
Bro,
you've got
Subhanallah. Subhanallah.
You're not Muslim, bro.
Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair, bro. Jazakallah khair for that. That was a proper checkmate move.
100%.
I think you need to sum up with that one, definitely.